What's going on, everybody? I'm Jeff Carpenter with Ready Light Media and Next Level Workshops, and with me today, I've got this big old box from Nanlite, and this is the PavoSlim 240B, which is kind of the next generation of the PavoSlim 120s that I have. Not really the next generation so much as just in addition to that product line. And one thing straight out of the gate, I can tell this thing is a lot heavier than my 120C. It's the same size, but the number on the side here is twice the size. So it makes sense that it's heavier, and that's because it is a 2x2 panel rather than a 1x2 panel, so it's twice as big, and the way that they're able to get this into the same size travel case is it folds down, which I'm really excited to check out. So let's go ahead and pop this thing out of the box and see what we've got inside. So like any Nanlite product, this is going to come with a very sturdy travel case here. So let me plop this down here, open this up, and let's have a go. Let's open this thing up. All right. So like I said, we've got a main unit here, and it actually does fold down into this, what is the same size as the 120C. Now this is the B version, so this is just the bicolor version, so you can only adjust the color temperature from, I believe, 2700 to 6700. So it gives you a really wide spectrum of color temperature that you can use to kind of match different lighting. So this does just unfold like this, so now we would have a 2x2 panel. What I'm really excited to check out with this, and it does seem to have a little bit of, it kind of stays where you put it, because I believe you'll be able to actually feather the light and actually kind of control the light in some unique different ways that you can't do with the 120 version or the 1x1 version either. So let's put this thing back in, and let's see what else we have in this box. So we also have kind of the control unit. You can use V-mount batteries as well. It takes one on each side. And it is a little bit bigger. You know, it's gonna power more light. So this thing, the output of this is basically almost 23,000 lux, which is a pretty impressive and pretty bright light. These 120Cs that I'm using right now, the light is really, really bright. So this is gonna be double that basically. So this is going to stick on to the, little clamp here that is going to be somewhere in this box, or not actually. So one thing I noticed, the B and the C versions come with some slightly different variations of like what's in the box, and I am remembering now the V, I don't believe that the B comes with a clamp. It does come with the mount here as well, but it doesn't come with the, at least I can't find it in here, the clamp for this this power pack. So that's something you'll definitely have to kind of look at and get down the road. And in the meantime, you can just kind of, I have some from another unit, so I can use that. You can purchase them separately, I'm sure. But let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Let's power it up. It does come with a softbox, and I believe probably a grid as well. So this is gonna be, yep, it comes with a grid. Comes with a softbox, and this softbox is a little bit different than the one that comes with the C versions in the fact that this one doesn't stay on the unit, and there's really no way that you could keep this on the unit because it does fold down. So, which is kind of cool because, again, like I said, that's going to give you the opportunity to kind of feather the light and probably play with the light a little bit differently than you would maybe with just a standard light. So let's go ahead and get this thing onto a stand. I'm gonna pull this stand over here. Now before I power it on, I'm just gonna go ahead and mount the light. So we've got this, just this articulating arm, which is very similar to the other one. So you can kind of do this, and it gives you all forms of range of motion to be able to mount this thing and manipulate where it goes. So let's go ahead and pull this light out. And a lot of this is going to be very similar to the unboxing that I did for the 120C. So if you want to check that out, I'm not going to go over everything that comes with this. So what I'm noticing now is actually I won't be able to do what I thought I could do, because in order to mount this, you have to have this thing all the way open, which is not a deal breaker, but it was going to be something that I thought was going to be kind of fun to play with. So put that on here. Probably should have unscrewed this before I did that. And let's actually turn this thing right side up. So you can see just by me doing this, how much motion you have with this mounting plate here. And you've got two different versions of where you can mount it. So you can mount it right in the middle, or like the other one, you can mount it off to the side. But right now, let's go ahead and just mount it in the middle. And the same kind of standard cables come with it. So you've got the AC cable that goes into the wall here, and if you're not using the battery, and you also have the cable that plugs from the power unit into the light itself via this cable right here. So, and they are different in the coloring of this one. So this one is a gray cable, and the PavoSlim 120C that I have up here is a blue little connector, and I'm sure that it's probably because they're different powers, they don't want you mixing them up. So that's just a nice little attention to detail thing that they do for you so you don't accidentally swap the cables out. Obviously, you should probably keep them in the box that they come in, or this travel case rather, but if for some reason they get, you know, packed up in a different case, you know that this gray one's gonna go with this light. So let's go ahead and put this thing right here. So you've got your standard power connector here that goes right there. And then you've also got the cable that goes from the light to this power pack, which is just gonna go right on to here. Just gotta line it up and then there it goes, all right. And there's a little notch in there so you can see where it lines up. You can just push it straight down and it'll lock in. When you want to release it, you just turn it and pull it out. So let's do this. And I'm gonna run this over to the wall. All right. Someone who's prepared would have had this ready to go. But you know, I like to keep these unboxings very genuine, so it's kind of first reaction seeing these things. So it does have a clearly very sturdy little cable, whatever it's called, keeps your cable in order here. So plug this in. We've got a nice rocker here on top, so you know it's gonna be on when you turn it on. And we've got the ability to control color temperature. So this is going up to 6,500 and 2,700 on the warm end. So let's go just to 5,600. That's about where we're gonna live probably. And you've got the dimmer switch here that turns it all the way up or down to 0. And the fact that it goes, you know, it's got on it's not a notched dimmer, it's a very smooth dim. It's nice because you literally get every range from 0 to 100, which you can really dial in any of that power that you need. So obviously this is just giving you the ability to have these lights as they are. So you can put the softbox on. I don't want to fiddle with that right now, but it does have a softbox and a grid as well. But I'm really excited to kind of play around with this thing and add it to some of my headshot setups. But if you have any questions or comments, leave those down below. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe and follow Ready Light Media. Head over to nextlevelworkshops.com for a free lighting guide and to join our free online community. And I'll see you next time.